It's a while now. I'm feeling really stuck, I would say. I'm in kind of situation where I feel I can't get out at the moment. When I finished school, I didn't want to work for a boss, and I really wanted to do something with my passion, but at the same time, I felt that I really needed to leave my home because my home was, I was living in quite a stressy environment. I feel I really have to leave my home, but I don't know how to do it. So I started at a new job a few weeks ago, and it's quite terrible. It's a very hard job. It's a lot of work, and I'm feeling like really tired and a little bit burned out.
And that was about 2 minutes to tell me that. And I understand English is probably not your first language, right?
No.
Do you speak is it Belgium? Is that what it's called, or?
It's Dutch.
Dutch.
Actually.
That's there you go. There
Yes.
you go. Okay, cool. Well, your English is awesome, and thank you for sharing your story with me. And it sounds, what I'm hearing is that you feel stuck, like you want to leave home, and you found a way to leave home was doing a job, but the job is extremely not hard, and you're not loving it. Is that right? What is the job?
Yes.
What kind of job is it?
I'm working in a juice bar, so I'm making juices, but it's very hard because I have to learn like 40 different juices. We have to do a lot of cleaning, a lot of, I don't know if it's right, hard labor.
Yeah, okay. So but why are you feeling stuck, by the way? First of all, what does it mean to you to feel stuck? What does that feel like in your body?
In my body, yeah, it's a quite long time, like maybe already 1 year or 2 years, I can't sleep very well. And in my stomach, a lot of problems. I don't know. Just like that. Really tired, depressed sometimes. Probably because I don't sleep enough. Probably.
Yeah, that is the one thing that most high performers agree upon. So whether it's Olympic athletes or millionaires or billionaires, people that are performing at their peak in all facets of life, they might have different ideas about diet and religion and philosophy and practices.
Yes.
But one thing that it seems like everyone, that almost the vast majority of people that are peak performers agree upon is sleeping, is deep sleep.
I know.
Is deep sleep. And speaking of a peak performer, I remember hanging out with Laird Hamilton. Do you know who that is? That famous big wave surfer?
Yes, I hear about him, yes.
Okay, cool. So we've had the honor of hanging out with him and working out with him. And I remember one of the things that he said to me that struck me the most was that he doesn't believe in sleep problems. He believes that people don't play or work hard enough during the day, and therefore they have a hard time falling asleep. And it sounds like you are working plenty, but you might not be playing. Like, you're not playing hard. It seems like you're doing a lot of things you don't want to do, which is probably perpetuating cycle of stress and depressed. And speaking of other amazingly high performers, it was funny. Yesterday I was watching Deanna was watching this video of Jim Carrey where he was describing his perception on depressed is that it's when someone needs a deep rest. They need a deep rest. Depressed, get a deep rest. And let go of any roles that you're playing that are no longer serving you. So kind of like the guy in the front cover there, to let go of anything that is basically your self-imposed prison by doing things you don't want to do. So why do you think you're doing these jobs that you don't want to do?
Yeah, it's actually because I think I need the money to go live on my own, which I really need because I feel like I'm living in a stressy environment that's not supporting me. Like I don't play enough, and that's true because like 1 year ago I had a breakup with my girlfriend. It was actually my first long relationship, and it felt like it was a really good relationship. Like we were real soulmates, and she left me because she I think she didn't trust me anymore because I was not going forward in life, and at the same time, because I didn't slept enough, I was feeling a little bit depressed. My libido or stamina was going down. Yeah, it was a lot of things together. I felt like I lost a lot because I also didn't had a lot of friends anymore because I took a different direction in life. My interests were totally different, and I left a lot of friends behind. But at the same time, I didn't make a lot of new friends. Yeah, so it's kind. I think I'm feeling stuck because different things. Like one thing is I want to live on my own, but I don't want to work for a boss. Second thing is I want to learn to know more. Want to learn new people, more like-minded people, and I think I also want to get my manlyhood back. I want to feel my manlyhood back.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking because we have.
I also love. Yeah. I always loved sports, but last few years I can't do it a lot anymore because I feel really tired and I don't have the energy for it. So yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 minutes left, so I want to make sure I give some perspective here. When did you sleep the best in your life? Because why I'm asking that is it seems like all these things are symptoms. These are symptoms of you potentially not doing what you want to do. And if we can maybe reverse one of those symptoms, maybe that'll start catalyzing you to do what you want to do. So when did you sleep the best in your life?
It was when I didn't have too many worries about money and about how I would make my money.
Okay.
To live alone and do things and stuff like that.
Okay, so I think with a minute left here, I think that for you to start worrying less about money is going to start with you sleeping more. So why don't you start doing what it takes to get a deep night rest? And if that means tomorrow you play all day or whatever sport it is that's most fulfilling for you, I'm not sure if it's football, soccer, or baseball, whatever it might be, like spend a whole day like a little child as if you were almost just a little older than her learning. She's falling asleep. She's falling asleep. Look at that. Look at this. It's kind of funny how she's falling asleep in my arms as I'm talking about this. That's why I want you to get a rest like that, where you can be in a state where you can sleep anywhere, anytime you want. I'm not sure if you're consuming caffeine or stimulants later in the day, but do what it takes to get how many hours do you sleep a night, roughly?
I think usually like 5-6 hours.
Okay, so how can we get you to start sleeping 8 hours a night for 8 days in a row? I have a feeling everything will change for you.
Yeah, of course. I just think I need a different environment, I think. Because I'm already a very long time in this environment, and I feel when I'm in a different environment, I feel better. I feel not stuck anymore when I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like you told me a lot, and it's past 11 minutes now, so I'm going to honor that. But I heard you say a lot. You gave yourself a lot of good advice, and I think if you want to start seeing that, the fastest way to start taking your own advice is to do what she's doing and do whatever it takes in the healthiest way possible to sleep 8 hours a night for about 8 days in a row, and that'll give you your deep rest to let go of any depressed identities. And I think when you find yourself in that state of play and you stop thinking about it, stop thinking, stop trying. And when you're playing, I bet an idea will strike you and it'll be an aha moment. Your unconscious is waiting for you to play so that it can deliver you the good news. But it sounds like you're doing way too much spinning around the rat wheel in order to even hear your higher self speak to you, if that makes sense. So that's what, like, and I'm going to add you to this group, but can you make some sort of commitment to see if you can make it a goal to sleep 8 nights of 8 hours in a row?
Yeah, I will try. Yes.
You might be amazed with that deep sleep, that going into the REM, another REM cycle or two, the more dreams, what it might reveal to you. And I have a feeling that's where you're going to get your best advice from yourself, from a deep rest.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I will try.
All right, and let me know. Send me a message in about a week and let me know how that goes for you.
Yes, thank you.
And I'm going to put her to sleep. I don't think it's by accident she fell asleep during this call.
Yeah, maybe it was too boring.
No, maybe there's something here. She's showing us something. A lot of times I pretend to do these quantum consultations, but without her even speaking a word, I wonder if she's saying more.
Yeah, of course. I really would like to come one time to the tribe design. I think when the time is ripe, I will come.
Maybe the way to get there will be in a good deep dream from a deep sleep.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, sleeping is the most productive thing people can do.